Welcome back, everybody, to the Crypto Mindset channel where we talk all things crypto investing and trading. We want to make sure that you understand something, and that's why I'm going to teach you today using Hyperliquid as an example how to trade tradable bottoms. Beautiful, beautiful edge where you can find low risk, high asymmetric reward entries, precise points, very close to the bottom without the need of guesswork. So smash the like button, cook the bell notification, give me a comment in the section below. Fly this with the algorithm to the ether because I do have a lot of alpha for you today. So stay tuned until the end because you will learn how to trade tradable bottoms. Right now, we're gonna go to Hyperliquid. But before I go to the chart, I want to make sure you see that I'm not just, talking the talk. I'm walking the walk. Here is a chart of liquid of Hyperliquid hype from April 17th. This was the day that I posted it, Jomo, on our WAP for our members. I wanted them to trade hype because I saw the potential of this asset that it can go from here into a trending mode, which it is, and I'm going to show you. But this is it. As you can see, our entry was at 16.9. We had a stop loss, of course, which was not triggered. You can see I told them it's an inverse head and shoulder. This is a beautiful tradable bottom, okay? And I want to make sure that you see my proof. You need to always search for that proofs for people trying to help you online because many of them are not trying to help you. So this is the chart currently of hype. As you can see, our entry was at 16.9, so the breakout of this pivot over here, as I said, we had a stop loss below the low of the day. You can see it wasn't triggered, and ever since the first entry we already had roughly 52% max gain. And of course, we added a couple of times. We added a breakout here. I was discussing this in our memberships. And by the way, if you're interested, okay, I'm not gonna say this many times because I invite you, but it's up to you to decide. Check the link in the description or in the first comment and you can join, okay? I said in our updates, this is an area they should add to. And of course, I said that this is an area potentially to add as well. So if they listen to all of them, which it's up to the members to decide what to do. They could have potentially had triple entries on something that is appreciating in price. So this is up to now. This is me talking about the walk, because I want to make sure that you understand that I come with credentials. Okay, I come with credentials. I'm not going to fluff you around. I'm not going to BS you around. This is no BS channel. Okay, we give you real knowledge, real value, a real skill for you to take with you home. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the chart, I'm going to go back. Okay, I'm going to delete everything and I'm going to tell you what I have seen in hype that made me interested. So first of all, I've seen high profile influencers, crypto influencers talking about it. Now for me, an influencer is not just a YouTuber or just a crypto tweeter. No, it's a trader that I know has a long track record. One of them is Arthur Hayes, right? He's a billionaire already, billionaire from trading and from have he invented perpetual contracts. He's the inventor of perpetual contracts. Arthur Hayes, go check him out. I value his thought a lot. So he is really into hype and Hyperliquid. And another one called Flood USD. He's a trader from 2013, I think. Again, so I heard it from them, which doesn't mean that I instantly buy. I'm not a person that say, oh, if they bought, I'm going to buy it. No, that's not how I operate. I listen to outside sources and then I do my own digging. Now, when I heard about it the first time from Arthur Hayes, by the way, we were roughly over here. Okay, so we were in a downtrend. As long as we had this downtrend, I wasn't interested at all at hype. I wasn't interested in this downtrend, but it piqued my interest because someone I really value his opinion talked about this. So I wanted to find something that can be an entry. So that would be a tradable bottom. If you can see, we started making somewhat of a potential bottom here, but I wasn't convinced just yet. I need more confirmation. You can see that it's a good thing that I didn't listen. Why? Because it went even lower later. So you see, if you're a professional, you understand that even if you do have a potential bottom, you don't just get in. Why? Because if you buy it, let's say you bought here, then you bought the dip here, you bought the dip here. By the time it really bottoms, and this was the real bottom, you're already capitulating out of your position. You don't want that to happen, okay? So there was no confirmation over here. I couldn't get in just yet. It went below. Okay, perfect. Continues. I'm continuing to looking at it. patiently, right? Professionally. I'm just observing a chart of interest right now with no trade availability. Okay. And now, after it made this um, kind of expectation breaker, I call it. What is an expectation breaker? When you think this is a bottom, okay, and then if something goes below it, you think a trend is going to continue, but then actually it counters back into range. This is where I want to be more interested. And I start to think about this area as a potential area to break out. If we break above it, it can be a potential trade. But I still prefer a pivot, a right side of somewhat a contraction in volatility before it push higher. And if you don't know what this means, it's okay. You don't need to. Okay, maybe you're in the beginning of your journey, maybe you're already a few years in the journey of being in crypto, but you're not a professional in terms of watching price action, volume, supply and demand, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's what I do for a living. So I was waiting patiently, and you can see it got rejected, very natural at these levels, and then it's creating what I wanted. It is creating a right side. Okay, so we had a left shoulder ahead potentially, and now potentially we're creating a right side. And as you can see, the more it built, the more it looked like a small bull flag as well. Okay, so the right side looked really much like a potential bull flag, and I knew that if we go above, this 16.9 level, I want to start to initiate a position. That's where I wanted to initiate a position, and lo and behold, this happened. Okay, this was the day we initiated the position, 17th of April. Okay, as I already shown you, you can scroll back to what I showed, the proof. 17th of April. And ever since, of course, we took profits into strength. And you can see it takes the beauty of some of these assets is I know we all want to make fast gains, but when it gives you opportunity to add to it, okay, for example, here you can see that it retested, then it continued, you can add on this breakout, as I said, and then you actually build an even bigger position with being very professional at it, because once it broke out, we had this entry, okay, first entry, now we have a second entry. The stop loss we had on the first entry, we can actually now move to the break even point, okay, of the first entry. So that means it's financed. Okay, you have no risk on the first entry and you only have risk on the second entry. Okay, that's called the add and reduce. So I'm while teaching you, okay, how to trade these tradable bottoms, this inverse head and shoulders, which I'm going to show more examples just a little bit, okay, because I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already giving you some tactics that you can utilize, professional tactics. Okay, hey, I'm giving you some free alpha, free knowledge. So cook the freaking like button and subscribe to the channel, push that bell notification, cook it. What are you waiting for? Because I want this to grow. I want this to get to more people. I want to teach more people these beautiful, beautiful professional tactics. And look, they're not hard, right? Very simple. But the thing is, you just need to be disciplined and you need to be open-minded to learn these things. Anyways, so this continued and continued and continued. Ever since, it's continuing, and of course it gave us another opportunity to add here, okay, because it gave a very short pivot. So if you were into it, you could have added here, moved the stop loss higher, and now you have three positions. I'm going to turn this blue because entries are in blue. You have three positions, but you only have risk of the third entry. That is it. And actually, if you get stopped out here, this position would be in profit, this position would be a small loss, and this position would be a break even. So you're probably going to get out with a little bit of a profit actually if you get stopped out. Now I know some of you are going to say, hey, but you can get stopped out and it can continue. Of course, but the market is a random thing. You can't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You definitely don't know what's going to happen in a year from now. And that's why I prefer utilizing professional tactics, okay, that help me book in profits and minimize my losses. So if I do this over and over again, I make a lot of money because I protect my downside and I book in profits at all my profitable trades at multiples of my risk. Okay. And that's how you need to think like a trader. So just to reiterate, tradable bottom hype is one of those I wanted. I didn't listen to influencers while they were talking about it over here. I needed to see a confirmation of we bottom. Hype interested me. So I looked for something like an inverse head and shoulders with a potential bull flag, a pivot on this area, which was the resistance area. It broke out, initiated a position here, added here, and now you are free sailing on a big position on a potential coin that has potential hype to it, pun intended, okay? and can definitely make you money if you keep holding it. And of course, I'm not going to hold it until the top. I always take profits into strength. Then maybe if it gives me another opportunity, I add to it. But I'm one of those traders. I'm a swing trader, okay? Swing investor. Doesn't matter how you want to call it. I don't hold for multiple months or years because I believe that I want to book in profits fast. I know things can correct and I don't want to be in that correction most of the time. I want to book in the profits. If it corrects, I want to get back into it later. Anyways, this is the alpha I have for you today. Cook the like, cook the subscribe channel, cook the bell notification. If you're interested, I invite you to join our service for sure. I invite you to join, just in the description, check it out, whatever you want to do. I will see you in the next one. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, no edge, no trade. Cheers, everybody.